Why would your Georgia Social Security Disability judge deny your case? I'm Jonathan Ginsberg, and I'm a Social Security Disability attorney here in Georgia, and I try cases throughout the state. If I can be of help to you, love to hear from you. Question I get from my clients is, why would a judge turn me down? Clearly I'm disabled. Anybody can look at me and see I'm disabled. And I've been in front of judges all over the state, many of these judges many times, and I think I get a pretty good idea of what sort of drives them to make a decision either favorable or unfavorable. The things I think that make a decision unfavorable would be where the evidence in your file is just not consistent with what you're saying. So if you go into a hearing and you say, I have severe back pain and it is intractable, I am on a recliner 23 out of 24 hours a day. I do nothing but take pain medication. I'm in excruciating pain all the time. And the MRI evidence in your file shows you've got a mildly bulging disc at L3 and 4, and the doctor basically says that you could get by with Tylenol and an occasional prescription pain medication, and that also you're riding a motorcycle on occasion. Your evidence is, there's a disconnect between what your evidence says and what you say. So first of all, you should never be speaking in absolutes like I can't do anything ever, always. You need to be talking about when it happens. You may have a flare-up, and you're much more credible saying that when I'm having a flare-up, my condition is such where I'm in bed or I'm in a recliner for 2 or 3 days straight, but if I'm not having a flare-up, I can do some things. I can go to the grocery store, I can drive, I can take a walk. Much more credible to do that. But if the evidence doesn't match up, you're probably not going to win. And I actually pulled a decision. This is somebody who sent me a case to look at for possible appeal. And I want to read a few things from this so you see what judges are thinking. This claimant, and I don't know her other than from what she sent me, was claiming disability primarily due to ulcerative colitis. And that's where there's inflammation of the bowel that causes frequent need to use the restroom, urgency, frequency, not a pleasant thing. And it's obviously very debilitating because if you're going to the bathroom every 35, 40 minutes, then you can't really work. So it's usually a winning argument. But in this situation, the medical evidence basically said that in every doctor visit around the time of the onset, before the alleged onset and after, the claimant denied abdominal pain, no cramping, no pain, denied having episodes of diarrhea, and basically said that she was doing better and that the doctors concluded her ulcerative colitis was without complications. Further, her treatment was basically just getting medication refills. And the judge went on to say that the medication refills, basically the doctor did not change the medication, didn't increase the dosage, didn't try something different, didn't recommend any type of surgery, nothing. Basically just kept her on sort of a maintenance dosage of medication and noted that her symptoms were without complication. Yet when she got to the hearing, she's basically saying, I've got to go to the bathroom every 45 minutes. I'm in excruciating pain with terrible cramping, and I can't work because of it. You can see there's a disconnect. You can see what the problem is. And so a judge looking at that's going to say the medical record is just not consistent. In the earlier example, a mildly bulging disc with no impingement on the spinal cord, no radiating pain, it's just not consistent with somebody being in bed or in a recliner 23 out of 24 hours in a day. So that is a main reason why judges deny cases, that the evidence is just not consistent. Activities, and I've touched on this before, if you're claiming a really bad back problem, don't go riding a motorcycle. Don't go climbing ladders. Don't go clean your roof. Don't do landscaping, those sort of things, because it's just not consistent. And it's not just what you tell the judge, but realize that when you go to your doctor and the doctor says, what have you been doing? Well, I went on the roof and I was cleaning the roof off. That's going to go in your record. So even though you didn't tell the judge that, or you denied it, or you said you weren't doing things like that, it's in your medical record. And judges will believe what you told your doctor that's reflected in the medical record. So A, if you have the problem, you shouldn't be doing activities inconsistent with it, even if you're having a quote-unquote good day. But B, if you are going to do those things, be prepared to come clean at the hearing and tell the truth about it, that you did it because you were having a really good day and you paid for it the next 3 or 4 days, and that normally you would not be able to do that type of thing. And the third thing, and I just already discussed that, was your testimony has to be credible. You can't say I'm at 100% pain level 10 out of 10 all the time, 24/7. Just not believable. I've actually had judges say during the hearing, well, Mr. So-and-so, we'll stop the hearing, call an ambulance for you. You're obviously in too much pain to continue. And if you're able to focus and concentrate at the hearing, you're by definition not at level 10 pain. So just you want to talk to your attorney. That's what we do in practice, and to make sure that you come into these hearings, you're realistic about what your limitations are. Don't feel like you have to tell the judge what you think the judge wants to hear. Don't feel like you have to tell the judge that you are completely incapacitated from everything other than lying on a recliner, looking at the ceiling 24 hours a day. You don't need to be at that level of impairment to still win. But those are the reasons, in my view, that judges deny cases. Visit me online, www.georgiasocialsecurity-disability-attorney.com. And call me if you'd like to, 770-393-4985 to discuss your case. Happy to help you any way I can. If you thought this video is useful, please leave me a comment, like the video, subscribe to my channel, and visit us on Facebook. All these things help us build our practice, and again, it helps me interact with you in a way you feel most comfortable. So again, I'm Jonathan Ginsberg, wishing you the best. Thanks a lot.